will record as well. Yeah.
That's extremely odd. I mean, not that it's working. It's just... Actually, no, it is kind of odd that it's working, considering how badly it was crapping out earlier. Okay. Looks like we're back. All 0 of our viewers.
That's not that funny.
That's why it turned into a sob.
Alright. Well, the good news is, even if this flubs up, we got a recording.
Alright then. Ooh, there's an idea. You could send the recordings to me. I've got plenty of space. T-bone steak! The assistant cooks them up!
Now think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area.
Everyone else, meaning that the witness, did not eat with them.
So in the end, you didn't get to eat?
Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it?
That must have been tough.
Phoenix,
Yeah?
doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
Yo, I'm going all out. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manila.
What do you mean?
When I went to the trailer, I saw something on the table. There were 2 plates on the table, the same kind of plates as in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, right. A good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did eat after all.
A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I suspected as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down then.
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in the meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
We were in the meeting until around 4 o'clock.
What were you discussing?
The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Get this, the sponsors turn to me and say, Mr. Manila, these scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting? Well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
He just told us that he did. What's he spending so much about, I wonder? If I had an idea. Wait a second.
I do have an idea.
I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Miller, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate that T-bone steak during a break? Well?
Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Did you or didn't you take a break? Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor. No. I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break.
Very well. Mr. Manila, your testimony, please.
Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing.
Yeah, for what it's worth, we took a break. Awful. But it was only 15 minutes. 15? That's only 13 in base 12. Not enough time for someone to say couldn't murder in Studio 1. Well, that's only enough time to eat a T-bone steak, if you ask me.
Steams?
Let's see. Is it actually in base 12?
Yo, shut up!
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. I mean, it kind of is, but because it's a zero-based counting system, it's still not quite. If memory serves.
I didn't even know FWIW meant for what it's worth. I'm gonna press on this. Why is that? Ugh! Hang on. I remember... When did the break appear?
Yeah, that's never... You should probably figure that out. If it appeared before... Especially did it appear before the monkey head. If it happened before 2:15, there was plenty of time.
What time exactly did you take this break?
I think it's from around 2:30 or so into 2:45.
2:30. That's the time of death. So I could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible time-wise.
No, it isn't. We've already found the contradiction.
What were you doing for those 50 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on the trailer table.
Oh, right. The other one was Divas. Sorry, D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer.
To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes. That's quite a feat.
What's the contradiction? Sorry?
Hang
on, let me press on this again. Oh, no. Oh!
Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1.
What?
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1.
Well, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
You claim someone from the studio went to Studio 1. Trailer went to Studio 1.
See,
I would probably say no. It's impossible.
not if no one left their chair and the break was after the monkey head.
It's impossible. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio at that time.
Aha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again, but I see you had at least an inkling of the truth.
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head.
It's actually Mr. Monkeyhead.
Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head.
It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct it.
I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand.
What? It's over? I didn't realize they had a ponytail.
It's not like he keeps it up.
Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regard to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty.
Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness.
Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth?
My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim.
Order. I will have order. I see. The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which you will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess.
October 19th, 11:04 a.m. District Court. Defendant Lobby Number 1.
What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi...
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
Mia! Don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have?
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that. But I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me?
It kinda seems like everyone in that courtroom thinks I did it. I think I'm a murderer. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere, after all.
Thanks.
Who are you?
That's a point. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
October 19th, 11:15 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 4. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution has a concern, because our witness is a grade schooler of tender years, and this is a murder case. We worry the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning.
I see Edward taking the moral high ground.
However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness.
What? Just because you're all grown doesn't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. And Cody Hackins, I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody.
He's having trouble with this gentle thing.
You were present, you were at Global Studios on the day of the, incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
What, Pops? You want me to tell you and Gramps the beard over there?
Just... Mr. Edgeworth will be fine. I prefer bearded gentlemen myself.
A very long day.
Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission, if that's possible.
Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet, but I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw on the day of the incident.
Why does he remind me of a vicious male young Olga O'Reilly?
Oh, the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a camera and she has a camera.
Yeah.
When you consider... Wait, with the time skip... How old is he right now?
7.
He would have had to be, let's see, 8, 9, and 7 more years. He'd have been 15 at that time. He probably could have gone to that.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Hence, I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day. I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kind of lost on the way, though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. He totally rocked right before my eyes. Up came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. And be gentle. Remember you're talking to a child.
This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Okay, this one's pretty easy.
Yeah. But press on it first. Because, I mean, it's not...
I don't want to see the hand-holding, alright?
Well, but well, at least see what it says. If it really says, I take it everywhere. Honestly, check to make sure by the bad guy he means the evil magistrate.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know, he was kinda far away.
Huh, he's being awfully vague.
The Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
Fine, I'll press. If you had your camera? You mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. Might as well save. Hey, look, we're actually doing well.
Yeah, we are.
Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that.
Huh?
What is it with open mouths being colored white?
That's just the way it works.
But it's only him and Maya, like no one else. I know, and it's only open mouths seen from the front. Like Phoenix's mouth is open when he's shouting, and that you can see inside his mouth.
It's like the jaw drop effect.
Interesting. Huh?
Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right?
Mr. Wright, a word with you.
Uh-oh. Was I putting the pressure on too much?
What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about?
A digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that?
I see.
Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you?
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so.
I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court.
What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney?
Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
Yes.
The box isn't very tall. So you did have a camera? And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
He kinda just did.
Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. And still Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! And the bad guy stopped moving. So strong, Steel Samurai rules.
I think I know what I need to present / press.
Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
I know what you need to present, but I don't know where.
And the camera was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away? Not even once?
No.
Okay, then tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that.
Ah.
I would press on
I believe this is...
I don't think so.
I was gonna present this here.
Yeah, but it's, if you remember what he says, he flat out says that he always takes the picture right when the samurai wins.
He waits for the bad guy. Wham!
Let me press this. Why?
Huh? What do you mean, why?
Why was the bad guy moving?
Oh well, because Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How do you do it? With a samurai kick and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, or something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? We have to. Because that last bit was sketch.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part.
What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly.
You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me, what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap?
Ugh.
My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, how could this be? Can you explain how we might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer. You've ascertained that this boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight?
Your Honor, I have evidence.
Evidence?
Yes, Your Honor.
Why did Cody look away from the fight? This one's pretty obvious. The camera...
Here's my proof.
What's that? The camera?
The witness stated he recently received this camera.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation.
I'm aware of that too. Ah!
Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Huh? Hey!
Bullseye.
What's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids.
Pressing, not picking.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight. And that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah. Well, Phoenix? Nice, I bet you anything is hiding more than that.
Your name's Cody now.
Well, Phoenix, I bet you anything is hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Man means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify one more.
Very well. Cody, can you please tell us about your camera, and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight?
Welcome to the real world, kid.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. So I held up my camera to take a picture. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened. Yep.
Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination anyway. Alright, I'm gonna press... Not this one, everything else. Wait, what happens if I do that? Pops?
Yeah, I called you Pop, you spiky-haired geezer.
Geezer?
I'm Mr. Edgeworth.
I guess I'm the bearded gentleman.
That's what I hate about grown-ups. They're all so self-conscious.
Okay, off with kid gloves. Testify, witness, testify!
Yikes!
I had never seen that before.
Precocious youths.
So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving? Strangely? Why couldn't you take a picture?
My new camera had too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. The lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it.
Hold it. When the lens opened, what did you see?
A person on the ground. And the Steel Samurai. That's all that happened. Yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you, I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even once? You know, I'm gonna press him harder. See what happens. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody! Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture!
Hey!
Bullseye?
How do you know?
I see through all your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody.
I took a few shots. It was too late, so I erased them.
Let me press this one, too. You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to see a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about. Yeah, this one's pretty obvious.
This one here.
Because he keeps all the pictures.
Cody!
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow up with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Huh? Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Wazam! I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Wouldn't you keep it for your album?
Ah!
Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album?
It's called Path to Glory, also known as Samurai Scrapbook. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai, all taken by Cody Hackins. He claims it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won.
I see.
Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all the... That was moment ruining, but whatever.
A little bit, yeah.
among all his pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day.
Order. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album.
Exactly my point, Your Honor. No, wait. No way!
Phoenix, I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
Mia, are we sure about this? He actually...
Yes, I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took?
This one's pretty obvious as well. He erased them by mistake.
Well, any of those are possible, but the moment they give you that option is the moment it all falls into place, if you hadn't figured it out yet.
I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos.
You mean the Steel Samurai lost?
Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way! No! It's impossible! Steel Samurai never loses! He never loses to anyone, ever!
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photo. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth!
You can't handle the truth!
You swear to hold the truth, I'll hold her nothing but the truth!
Wait, you haven't seen... I gotta show you that movie.
What movie?
I don't remember its name, but the You Want the Truth, You Can't Handle the Truth?
No.
It's from that. Never mind.
Order. I will have order. Witness. Cody. Is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw.
Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Okay, you're right. That Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move. I can barely fake cry in my regular voice, much less a little kid's voice. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim.
Yet according to the witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell.
Mr. Wright, what's going on?
Apparently we have all made a serious error.
An error? What is this all about? There was no victim. Yeah, nobody's dead. Nobody's dead, I promise you. We have an autopsy, we have a body, but no one's dead. There's no victim.
Wait, aren't both of these accurate?
Technically, but the Steel Samurai is the one we know for sure right now.
If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai!
Order, order, order! So the Steel Samurai in this photograph. You're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer?
That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about Will Powers' foot injury.
But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already?
That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 o'clock p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One. Nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume.
Why would the victim do such a thing?
I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange. It was a different person inside the suit. Pops!
Huh? Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, photo on my digital camera.
What?
Show us, quick.
No way, man. Not if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now.
Here, this is it.
Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright?
I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence.
I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix. Look at that photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please?
Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo.
This one's pretty clear, too.
Yeah.
I think they just totally, they just toss the "this isn't on the DS" aside right here.
Your Honor, look at this.
I see a gate.
Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate?
The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2.
Clearly not a 1, Your Honor, correct?
Ah!
I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at.
But that's impossible!
What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court.
I'll use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo? In this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here's the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where they're murdered. It's so obvious.
Yeah.
Here, at Studio 2.
I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate that would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo.
Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place at Studio 2. Let's go with the trailers there. As you may recall, there was a trailer in Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. The path to the trailer was blocked.
So we have heard.
The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to the Studio 2 before that time.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case.
Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Hang on. 2 o'clock, okay.
Yeah, so there is time for that to be possible.
Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2.
This basically just proved our client's innocence. Like, right now.
Order! Order!
I can go over his voice if you want.
The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume, then he went to Studio 2.
This is madness. Jack Hammer's the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a steel samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder?
Well, no, of course not.
Or do you have proof? Give me proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume.
I do not believe we have proof.
Check the evidence. Check all of it. These are sleeping pills. We know they're sleeping pills. That's the proof. But it's proof that somebody in the employee area.
I have proof.
You do? You do, Mr. Wright?
Now that they're so surprised, suddenly I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though.
Here's
my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it.
An empty medicine bottle?
I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills.
Sleeping pills?
The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer.
Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it.
Your Honor, I have an idea. I think it's fingerprint the bottle.
That would be the most likely.
An idea? Very well, let's hear it.
I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprints should show up on this bottle.
I I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the body.
Empty bottle given to the judge.
The court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hackins' testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The Steel Samurai seen in Miss Olbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright?
Yes, Your Honor?
Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow.
That's a lot of homework.
Mr. Edgeworth. You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension.
Want to continue?
I think it's probably time to head out.
Very well. Court is adjourned.
My voice is starting to fail on me a little bit. And besides, we've had tech issues. It looks like it's clearing up now, but it might be better to do the last bit tomorrow.
That was a close one.
We were saved by a hair, but that's all that counts. I thought serious about going home about 3 times during the trial.
Me too.
Really? You both seemed so confident.
Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce you dead about 3 times back there.
Me too.
Dead?
Of course, we're kidding.
Are you sure?
I wasn't kidding. Now, Mr. Powers, we have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you, we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial.
Right.
Thanks.
To be continued.
See, the thing that bugs me, like this was set in the future when the game came out, and there'd been this trial reconstruction. Don't push it one more time. But like even then, the whole concept of the defense doesn't have to find the other doesn't have to find the true killer. They just have to prove their guy didn't do it, and we've basically done that. Regardless of why Mr. Powers, Mr. Hammer stole the suit, he's absolutely we've proven the scene of the crime is Studio 2, and we all know that Powers didn't go there. That alone is proof he didn't do it. But whatever, this is the game, and apparently this is how Japanese court works, because this whole thing was supposed to be a big old take that at the Japanese courts. But yeah, I think now's probably a pretty good time to wrap things up for today.
Indeed. So, thank you all so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And we will see you all in the next one. Take care, continue testing, and best of luck in all of your future endeavors.
I'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.